You're from Sikkim. Well, hello. Hi there. What's up? I guess you're new to the channel. I think my Wi-Fi is a bit slow. Hi Arnavi, what's up? Where are you? Where do I get what from? What are you doing, Arnavi? Where I get that from? That's kinda I don't know. It's just natural. Hello. What's up? What's up? Please guys like the stream and subscribe to the channel and don't forget to stay connected. How is everybody doing? Ah, okay. Cool. Are you already sleeping off? Yes, I am. I am much better today. Also, I had a सर्दी का attack last night and फिर मैंने उठ के 5 बजे पापा से antibiotic and सर्दी की गोली ली है and then I slept. रोज रोज सर्दी हो रही है रोज like फिलहाल तो रोज हो रही है. It's crazy. मैंने किसी को लिंक भेजी है and I'm waiting for him to come up, but I guess he's not there. What did you get as a Valentine's Day gift? Nothing. I'm happy as I am. Pretty little baby. You know what, Shagun? I have this DP on both of my accounts and I'm planning to keep it as my YouTube DP as well. I love this picture. It was very random. No, I don't feel cold. It's just rose ho raha hai. Yes, I am waiting for Param as well. To Karo, what's Karo? What challenge? So today we're discussing a lot about black magic, jinns, and everything that is dark. I am desperately waiting for Param to join in. It's a dual live. I've sent him a link. Dekhte ab kab aata hai. Also, I'm very excited to see and meet him in person, like face to face virtually. Guys, like the stream. Come on, this is completely unfair. Hi, FZ. What's up? How are you? Long time. Thank you, everyone. You know. This is what I do for living, Akash. This is what I am planning to do. And ये मैं इसमें आगे बढ़ना चाहती हूँ. Hi there. What's up? What's up? I don't have a balloon. This is a dual life, guys. And I'm waiting for Param to come. All fine, full dine, lead wine. Oh well. Lovely. Please like the stream, guys, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to stay connected. Tomorrow I am just doing a live for the members. तो मैं आपको ये promise नहीं कर सकती हूँ. Hi, Waman. Long time no see. कुठे होता तू? खूप दिवस झाले तू आलाच नाही. I am from, you guess, where do I belong to? Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? महाशिवरात्रि के क्या plans है आप लोगों के? Come on, I missed you too. Where were you? कुठे गेला होता तू? Moment the business here, yes. Guys, it's just 20 of you watching and no likes at all. You're not hitting the likes. Come on. I am perfectly fine. By God's grace. How are you? I wish this Valentine gets over. कौन नया है यहाँ पे? Who is new? How many of you are seeing me for the first time? Pretty little baby. तू कधी मेल केला मला नाही आला तुझं मेल बाबण. Okay, 2 of them are new. I didn't get your mails. I'm waiting for Param. Are you? You're not new. You're not new. How are you, Prashant? How are you doing? My hair is already open up here. You're a Marathi woman. You are a woman. म्हणजे काय म्हणायचं काय तुला? My haircut is up on the shorts and also on my Instagram. You could check that out. Shagun, theek hai. How am I? Well, I'm good. I'm absolutely fine. Muskan Kharia. Guys, 26 of you watching, just 11 likes. This is unfair. Hello, Divya. What's up? How are you? What do you think my age is with that? I'm waiting for Param to join up. Please, I hope he joins in. आज का टॉपिक पता है ना आप लोगों को? Black magic and all the dark things. Come on. We're just about to get started. Yes, subscribe to the channel and stay connected, guys. Come on. Like कर दो फटाफट. प्रशांत की सुनो. छोटूसं स्क्रीन दिसते लाईक मिनिमाइज झाल्यासारखं. कोणाचा हां, बिकॉज ड्युअल लाईव्ह आहे आणि मी परमसाठी थांबली आहे टू कम इन. That is why. I'm waiting for somebody to join me up. Oh, he's here. You're going to change your Insta WhatsApp DP as well. What are you going to put up? Finally. Param, are you there or not?
I am.
Oh, you are. Okay, fine. Lovely. I thought you would be. I was like, you won't come in. Well, I'm so
No, I
glad.
was. Yeah, glad to talk to you as well.
Oh, well,
I hope my voice doesn't sound too weird
no, it doesn't. Absolutely
because
fine.
I don't like the sound of my own voice.
Shut up. Stop criticizing yourself. कितना hate करोगे यार खुद को? You're perfectly fine.
Nah, I'm a little bit messed up, just a little, not too much.
Fine, it's fine. How are you though?
Same, out of the fire into the frying pan.
The usual.
The usual, the same. It doesn't change.
It doesn't change. I don't know how much long it will take to change it. Like,
I'd rather have it the same.
yeah. So, like, had your dinner?
Yes, I went out with some friends for some dinner.
Cool, cool, cool.
Even
So,
though I ended up paying the bills, but anyways.
that's one other kind of thing that hits you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it fair because I asked them out to come with me. So I
And then
said,
I
okay,
thought
I'll
that
do it.
a treat. Cool. कोणत्या टॉपिकवर डिस्कशन चाललंय? टॉपिक सुरू होणार आहे. So yeah. Okay, Shagun is saying that show your face. Sweetie, okay.
Yeah. I haven't I haven't even had my photo clicked in like years. Uh, so yeah, we are all
Though
Indians here.
it doesn't matter, no? Do we care? Like
Uh,
you have to stop like being bothered by everybody.
no, I mean
But I'm so
seriously, I haven't.
glad you took this up. I'm so glad you took this up.
No, seriously,
It's like, how's the weather there?
it's always the same. Pune is like
So you are in
it's
Pune
chill.
right now.
Yeah, and chill. I'll be going home for a couple days.
So where are you in Pune?
I live in the south of Pune. There's an area called as Magarpatta, if you've heard it.
Bro, I was there for like a year and a half. I used to live in front of exactly the Gold's Gym annex apartment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You lived in the annex building. That means
Yeah, I did. I did.
you then you must also know about that Yo Pune building that's there.
I do know. It's exactly in front of it.
Yes, and one of the embarrassing stories I can tell you about it is
Go ahead.
my then manager,
Yeah.
uh, who earned a decent amount of living.
Yeah.
So he went there to
Uh-huh.
ask them, are there any options for buying? Like, uh, I want to buy something in Yo Pune. And
Okay.
the response that he got was, in order
Mhm.
to buy something in Yo Pune, you have to be invited. You can't just come in here, baby.
Could be. Could be. I'm not buying that
Yes,
shit.
of course. Yes, of course. Because Yo Pune is like exclusively reserved for celebs, you know, high earning businessmen, politicians, and things like that.
Yeah,
So
I do know
it's
that
it's
one of
very
the points.
exclusive.
Yes, yes, I know, I know. I do have this clue, but then Panchashil, once you have money, you can just get in it. So, Yo Pune is a very lavish, luxurious apartment there.
Yes, it's once you step into the lobby, you will forget you are even in India right now.
Yeah, have you been there?
I was graced, enough to be allowed into the lobby.
Amazing.
So
I have lived in Annex, and I am not even lying. Okay, I used to be like Annex. Mein, I had a flat at first floor itself in the COVID during the COVID times. So जब भी मैं नीचे आती थी, I used to look at that. Do you remember the semicircular building over there?
yes,
So I used to look up there and say, like, I want to live in here someday. Someday I want to buy. But then I checked out the prices and the cost of one single flat. And I was like, I would rather buy in Dubai than live here in this same flat that everybody has, except the interior
well,
that is different for everybody.
even more crazier than that are the Trump towers in Kalyani Nagar.
Oh my god, I do know that.
We lost your audio, I guess.
Okay, okay. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are now.
So Param, can you just switch on your front camera if not your what is that? The back camera or something? We could just have a visual of the wall or something that you have.
Well, the room is completely dark. I can turn on my camera, but you would not be able to see anything.
I think that's fine, no? Rather than seeing a pea around on the screen. Yeah, that's okay.
I'll turn it on. Just give me a sec.
Sure. Chinmay is asking you to switch on the camera. Everybody's excited to see you, I guess.
Is that? My
Yeah.
God. It's like I already have a fan following. Huh?
Of course you do. Here everything is like you're not being judged. This is
No,
a
that's
safe.
fine. I can. No, seriously, though, I guess. So I've turned on my camera, but you would not be able to see anything in the room. It's
We could
completely dark.
All
just
right.
like my own life.
Chinmay, I did receive your mail. Maybe next time you could join on the dual one. So
Yeah.
yeah, but what is that we are like? The topic was like about the dark things and dark, the black magic and all the dark shit that you know.
Okay, let me start by saying this that um, so there was this very famous author,
Okay.
and he said a line which resonated with me. Uh, so chaos is the natural order.
Okay.
What do I mean by that? Let me give you a very simple example. Chaos is the natural state of things. Order is more or less forced,
Okay.
um, right? So we are forcing ourselves to live in a society that is governed by rules. But if you look at the nature, like how things are, it's all chaotic. There's no forced order there, right? So that was one of the things that kind of got me into this space to explore, and to read more about it. But then
Okay.
there are also stories coming from my own childhood, like what other people used to tell me. I also was very fascinated by it. One of the stories that kind of stuck with me is, um, it is back when I was a very little boy. Like I wasn't even out of school yet. Like I may be in ninth or tenth. I can't exactly recall right now, but it was very long, 20
Okay.
years or so, oddly 20 years ago. So there used to be a school in my hometown. Now behind that school, like uh, 200 or 300 meters away, there was a well, right?
What place are
Now
you talking about? But then
it's from my hometown, right?
your hometown
It,
is
it, it's in Maharashtra only. So it's a very small place.
okay.
So there used to be this school, and behind this school there was this well, right?
Mm-hmm.
uh, so this well used to be very full. Like the people who used to live there,
Okay.
they never had any shortage of water, even during extreme summers, because of that well. That well was so full.
Mm-hmm.
And um, they actually requested the school to take some water out of that well and use it, because it used to be so full that um, they didn't know what to do with that much amount of water.
Mm-hmm.
So once there was an incident. There was a woman who jumped into that well due to some domestic problems, along with her own baby, right? So so the woman did not survive.
Okay.
The baby miraculously did, right? So in the years that followed, two more people jumped into that well, right? And finally the people decided that, okay, now it's time to shut this off, right? Because we have to people are jumping into this well. They are like kind of not surviving the fall. So after that, what started happening was, once they covered that well,
Okay.
people started reporting things like, okay, whenever we are passing through this well, we are getting a sudden urge. We are getting a sudden urge to just go and jump into it.
Damn.
So there was something that was going on there. So that was my first experience with that space.
Okay.
Uh, I was very lit. I obviously did not understand what was going on, but I still remember it to this day, that people started reporting things like, okay, whenever we are passing through it, we are suddenly feeling this urge to. Now,
Yeah.
it could be just intrusive thoughts as well that come to your mind. Whenever you are standing on a cliff, sometimes you get intrusive thoughts in your head, like you decide,
To jump. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I do
to
relate
jump.
to that.
So, but people started reporting things like that. So then what they did was, they covered it up entirely.
Okay.
And then the well that used to be once so full of water started drying up. it
Mm-hmm.
it came to a point where there wasn't even a drop of water left into that well. It
Out of
completely dried up. Yes.
out of the blue.
Nothing changed.
Okay.
No weather patterns, no difference in rainfall, no nothing else, right? So
Okay.
that there was something that happened after those three people jumped into that well, and other people started reporting things, right? So they had to cover it up. They're one of the story that kind of stuck with me for all. It has been with me to this day. So that was not my school, but yeah, there was one of the schools in the town, that I was in back when I was a little boy. So that's how it was, right? Uh, yeah. So that well is right now has been covered, Shagun. Um, it's still there, but it has been fully covered, and people don't no longer use or take any water or do anything with that well right now. They don't even walk past by it now.
So it's still there, but just covered.
It's covered, and nobody dares go near it now. so
Damn.
so that's how it is, right?
Scary
So
shit. But, you know, this
yeah.
election period right now, which happened for the corporated and like the Ring movie.
Yeah.
No, we're not
so
having
so
a
that
horror story tonight, like night tonight. We're just discussing the topic that we left off the last time. So yeah, Param, the thing is, this election period that happened recently over here, मैंने ऐसे बहुत सुना है लाइक हमारे घर में जो लोग आते थे ना दे आर मेंबर्स ऑफ सर्टेन पार्टीज एंड दे यूज्ड टू सिट एंड डिस्कस अ लॉट ऑफ स्टफ हियर तो उनमें से एक there was a lady here um she was saying this कि you know for the sake of getting elected in votes के लिए लोग इतनी हद तक चले गए कि they are doing black magic and shit and they are throwing out lemons and those dolls and everything in front of the people who they don't want to win. And this happened on such a large scale over here where I live by कि न्यूज़ चैनल तक में आने लग गया था ये सब. And it's like it's like
uh,
I don't understand like तुमको
so
दूसरों को ऐसे कर्स करके या किसी के ऊपर ये सब करके क्या मिल जाएगा like temporary satisfaction.
power.
But then I've also heard this, okay? When I since I was a kid, I have been hearing these things. I don't know how true it is, but then I believe कि हो सकता है कि होता है नहीं होगा होगा. I mean होता होगा क्योंकि every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So मुझे ऐसे समझ में आया like मैंने सुना है बचपन से कि जो भी किसी के दूसरे के ऊपर ब्लैक मैजिक करता है ना आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ब्लैक मैजिक इन स्पेसिफिक तो जो भी किसी के ऊपर कोई बुरा भद्दा सा ब्लैक मैजिक करता है तो उसकी जो डेथ होती है दैट इज वेरी ब्रूटल लाइक यू कैन नॉट इवन इमेजिन इतना गंदा वो इंसान मरता है बट देन
so so i
अगेन सॉरी
so I think that there are levels to it.
ओके
The effectiveness, from what I have read, is that there are two ways you can uh, so from my research at least, there are two ways you can have an impact on someone.
ओके
One is primarily through the use of mantras.
ओके या
So that is very high level, right? I mean, you need to be very accomplished to be able to do that only through the use of mantras, right? And those effects are very long term, which means once you bind someone through the help of mantras, they are very powerful, right? And you have to be very accomplished to be able to do that. What you are seeing right now, the use of these lemons and other
या
things,
या
it is low level stuff. It's not that effective,
आई
right?
मीन इवन द
Because the
वूडू
people,
डॉल्स एंड एवरीथिंग
yes, they are not that effective
ओके
because this is very short term, right? It may impact people for a short period of time, but
अच्छा
not as long as the mantras can do, because those are very, how can I say this, that is very high level of accomplishment that you would have to have somebody affected by just chantings of mantras and things like that. So that is the true, I should say, danger, or that is the true threat, because you would not even know that somebody has done something because there's no use of anything else, right?
so that is the final boss.
You can call it like that. There are things that are even higher than that.
Damn. How do one like how do you undo it? Like भगवान काम
uh,
करता भी
so,
नहीं है उस पे या नहीं?
no, so there is an aspect of protection, and it depends upon what kind of a person you yourself are. If you are spiritually inclined,
Okay.
uh, you would obviously have some level of protection.
Okay.
If you are, and it also depends upon your deeds, your thoughts, what you do, what kind of things you're thinking about. what kind of energies you have surrounding you.
Hmm.
So it all impacts the, it all kind of either shields you or exposes you even more. So because if you are yourself, let's say, not very spiritually inclined, if you are thinking about, doing bad things or horrible things to someone else all the time, or you are yourself not very considerate, in your dealings with others, right? You're only thinking about your own benefit. So
Mm-hmm.
you are surrounding yourself with negative energies all the time,
Correct.
and whatever good things you even did in your life, you are kind of negating them by
Correct.
having these kind of thoughts, by doing such kind of things. So then if somebody in that situation does something like this, it will impact you even more, because you have no shields around you, right? You are completely exposed. You yourself are not very, considerate. You are just being greedy. So that is a negative energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all. So it's not as something as spirits or demons or things like that. It's
Energy.
negative and positive energies that impact you.
Correct.
And there is scientific basis of that as well. It's not just about supernatural or something like that. If you keep thinking about things, Shagun says my voice is her same as her previous manager.
He is. वो बंदा ऐसे ना, I don't know Shagun, but I haven't met him, I haven't seen him, but that guy, no, I'm telling you, वो अलग ही चलता है उनका. He's next level. He is something, that he's just out of the box. Like
So
every time you meet him, every time he'll be like here with something or the other funny. It's
yeah.
like
So so
बंदा like जी
so
रहा है.
that's why it is said that you should
Yeah,
always be thinking about positive things. You should always be thinking about things that are, your nature. It should be second nature for you to think positively about something, so that you would not be affected by, these negative energies that are constantly surrounding you.
correct.
And then obviously there is this aspect of spirituality. If you are spiritually inclined, if you're praying, if you're fasting, if
Mm-hmm.
you're waking up early in the morning, if you're taking baths early before 12 o'clock in the afternoon, if you are, praying in Brahma Muhurat, which is called as, like, early morning, things like that. Obviously all of that kind of contributes as a layer of protection around you. It helps you,
What about
it
those
protects you.
who are not waking up before 12 and not getting bath before 12?
so
Brahma
so
would.
that is so yes so that is so this is more, so this is only in our own culture, the Hindu culture. Obviously other cultures, I don't know if they believe in that.
Yeah,
But we we generally think of it as a good thing, that because for us the day changes after 12 o'clock.
correct,
Our time cycle is different, right? Our 24 hours are different than, what the world generally sees them as.
correct.
So so that is the reason why we are always told to kind of, take a bath early, wake up early in the morning, pray, fast, you know uh, avoid certain foods on certain days.
Yeah,
So it's not something very explicit, but it's implicit, that you are being told to protect yourself from negative energies. You're
correct,
being told to contribute, more towards positive thoughts. You're being told to have positive energies in your life, so that, you are protected. And obviously, uh, हम बोलते हैं कि हम लोग जैसा खाना खाते हैं वैसा हमारा मन भी हो जाता है, और हम लोग जो चीज़ सोचते हैं वो हमारे साथ, वो हमें ज़्यादा दिखती है,
mm-hmm.
राइट?
Mm-hmm.
मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल, if you have a very negative outlook in life about everything,
Yeah,
then obviously, even if somebody is doing something positive, you
you
start
always,
nitpicking.
yeah, yeah,
You start nitpicking, right? Okay, ये तो ऐसे कर रहा है, तो दिखावा कर रहा है, तो वो कर रहा है, तो इसके लिए we are always told to have a positive outlook, so that you yourself are, not very well, not exposed to all of that.
correct. Very true. I mean, this is like the basics, no? Like, कुछ ज़्यादा जानने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है, but then these are few things that are in our culture and that are being told by our ancestors for ages,
Yes. So
right?
that there is wisdom in that, right? There's obviously a level of wisdom that has come with experience, with age.
Correct.
So I never used to question my mom and dad much, whenever they used to tell me, about these things. because obviously at that point in time I did not understand it that much, and I thought like, okay, I have better things to do than to question you about these things, because obviously I was not going to win in an argument.
Correct.
So so winning an argument against your parents is something that I don't think is a worthwhile battle for you to even fight. um, so that's why I didn't question them, but I then started reading about it. I came to know more things, because obviously, being I have spent years living by on my own, and I quite never, in some ways it's very weird that I never felt the need to be around too many people. Like, you leave me alone on Diwali, I'd be fine. You leave me alone on Holi, I'd be fine. You leave me alone on Christmas, on Valentine's Day, on whatever, I'll still be fine, right? So what it is that is there to do, then you read, you find out where you are interested. So then um I started reading about it, and then I discovered, like, okay, not just in our culture, but in other cultures also, there is some very rich information that is available. So for example, even uh, you know uh, the Norse gods, right? For example, Odin, for example, Thor, or
Mhm.
other religions that are out there, right?
Correct.
There's some very rich folklore that is out there. And then when you come to India, you have a lot of different stories, uh, according to different regions. Like, for example, if you go to northeast, Assam has a very rich folklore. Rajasthan has a very rich folklore.
Correct.
In the south, you have very states like Kerala have a very rich folklore. Even Maharashtra has a very rich folklore. I'm sure you must have heard about Shaniwar Wada Fort in Pune, the
Yeah.
stories that surround it. So there's a very rich folklore that is out there, right? So I started exploring about the village in Kuldhara, right? That people abandoned just overnight. uh, and I started reading about the Bhangar fort in Rajasthan.
Yes, Rajasthan. Yeah.
What happened there, right? um, so there are various stories for you to go by, right?
Correct.
um, so you have things like voodoo, right? You have things like Vashikaran, you have things like black magic. So there are a lot of things to go by, right?
Yeah.
um I'm sure you must have seen that movie called Shaitan, right?
I have.
So that is, whenever your elders told you कि बाहर किसी से कुछ लेके खाना नहीं चाहिए, so you,
Correct.
you never you, you never question them कि ऐसा क्यों नहीं करना चाहिए, कि कोई हमें कुछ दे रहा है खाने के लिए तो क्यों नहीं करना चाहिए वो,
Mm-hmm.
राइट? तो हमें क्यों नहीं खाना चाहिए? यू मस्ट हैव क्वेश्चन देम एटलीस्ट वंस और ट्वाइस, राइट, अबाउट इट, कि कोई कुछ दे रहा है खाने के लिए तो उससे क्यों नहीं लेना चाहिए? दैट इज वन ऑफ द रीजंस बिहाइंड इट, राइट? बिकॉज
Mm-hmm.
यू डोंट नो द पीपल दैट यू आर मीटिंग आउटसाइड, you know the what they can do, how well accomplished they are with all of these things, right? So it is a clear cut example, right? So iske liye, um, you have to be very careful when somebody offers you something to eat. It's just a rando. You even have to be very careful these days. So that's the reason why it's said.
But I really have no clue what's this about the Kuldhara. Like, even Nidhi has mentioned ki it's still a mystery. Like, what happened? And
So
also, I want to ask you this. Like, I want to say this. There are like two topics. Kuldhara ka ek and what Simran mentioned in here. Like, honestly, I could also relate to what she's saying. Okay, Simran has stated that ki like, see, there's a point, like you get spiritual after that certain point, or you just get inclined towards it. So mere साथ भी यही हुआ, and I think Simran is also saying the same thing, कि after a certain point I started believing and I started being spiritual. Now I don't know the exact definition of being spiritual for everybody, but for me at least it's like I started believing a little bit in God. I started praying. I have strong inclination towards Bajrang Bali and stuff like that. So everybody has their own gods. Like, आई हैड फर्स्ट, मेरा तो शुरू हुआ गणपति बप्पा से, फिर वो थोड़ा-सा चला गया और कहीं, एंड देन now finally I'm in at a place at Bajrang Bali. But then again, I still question a lot of stuff that happens. And what she has stated is exactly the same thing that I have been experiencing. She's just stated it ki she have been spiritual for a very long time, but ever since she started her journey, she has experienced not only a lot of good things but equally bad things. And I swear ऐसे लगता है at this point कि जब मैं एथीस्ट थी, जब मैं मानती नहीं थी इन सब चीज़ों में, एंड आई हैड नो नॉलेज अबाउट इट, एंड आई वाज लाइक कुछ भी बताते हैं यार, कुछ भी बताते हैं ये लोग, कुछ भी थियरी है, कुछ भी स्टोरी है, ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है। तब मैं ज़्यादा खुश थी और ऐसा बोल सकती हूँ कि तब मैं ज़्यादा अच्छे से थी। बट जब से मैं ज़्यादा स्पिरिचुअल होने लग गई हूँ ना, दैट इज़ द सेम थिंग दैट सिमरन इज़ सेइंग, कि अभी ऐसा
So
लगता है पता है कि a lot of things that are going bad and everything is
yes.
like
So
it's hitting so bad
so
that ऐसा लगता है कि
so you are there's an old saying, ignorance is bliss, right?
uh-huh.
So that is the reason why children are the happiest,
Yeah.
because they are ignorant, they don't know, and that's the reason why they don't care, right? But the more you dive into it, the more you start reading, the more you start researching, the more you start experiencing, uh, the more you are quietly inviting a lot of things into your life, right?
But ain't being spiritual means you're inviting a lot of positive things, but why is that the
Yes.
everything is trying to
so
teach
so
you something?
if you are there's a concept of attraction in the universe.
Okay.
the, Whenever you have a lot of positive energy surrounding you, you are a very positive person.
Correct.
You will feel that the negative energies are also attracted towards you.
Okay.
You will feel their presence, right? Because there's this shadowy war that is going on between light and the dark. We may not know about it, but this shadowy war is always going on between positive and negative energy. So people who are very spiritually inclined,
Mm-hmm.
people who are very well aware, and who know, who can feel, right, these things, they are often the most they are often the ones who are quietly, they feel that there is some level of negativity creeping into their lives. There is something that is wrong, that is going on with them.
Yeah.
Because when you are a very highly spiritually inclined person, you are kind of a magnet for energies. You
Okay.
attract, you know different kinds of energies towards you. You become a magnet for, a lot of positivity as well as negativity as well. So you will feel that there is a lot of things right in my life, but there's a lot of things wrong as well, right? So you are attracting a lot of things, right? Because you become, when a person is spiritually inclined, they become a magnet for energies, basically.
So you're saying that as first you were not like you were not bothered. So सब कुछ balance में था या फिर somewhat like up and downs. But now that you have become spiritual, that now that you have become a magnet for energies, so it's like the more you're trying to incline towards the positive stuff, like say God, the more the negativities are affecting you, and the more the lessons and more the ups and downs. Is it something like that?
Yeah.
But
So
then,
so that's
how
what
do
I
you deal? Like, what is the conclusion? Like, how do you deal with it? So,
you keep walking the path of the righteous man.
okay,
You keep doing the things that are right, that are moral, that are, you know that align with your value set, right?
okay.
You don't have.
But I'm just a boy. This Chagun. What is that?
Yeah.
Like, can you see what he has typed in?
Shagun, na, right? So yes, but now between light and the dark, there's a switch in front of you. So yeah. So
This guy
I
is
am
like
reading. I am
this guy
I
is like
am I am yeah. So yeah, Shagun is witty. Yeah, Shagun is really witty. So that's the solution, right? The solution is that you keep walking the path of the righteous man. You keep
okay,
doing things that align with your value structure. You
okay,
keep doing things that are right. You keep depositing good into this world, because there's already a lot of bad happening, right?
correct.
This is something that I said in our earlier streams as well.
Okay,
When you ask yourself whether or not you are a good person, the answer should always be, I am and I always will be,
okay,
right? That's the thing, right? Because we have to hold the line. So how do you deal with it? That's the only answer. You keep walking the line. You keep pursuing the things that are morally correct, that
okay,
align with your value system.
okay,
You obviously are aware that there is something that is negative, that's not 100% to what I expect. But that does not mean that you will abandon the path of righteousness. You will keep walking it. You will do things that are right, that are good for the world, that are good for you, that are good for your family. That means do charity, help those in need, pray, fast, cultivate good habits. Do
But
the things that are positive.
now, if this would have been Simran in my place, she would be the one asking the same question. Okay, I want to ask her on her behalf as well, but majorly on my behalf. ऐसे क्यों होता है कि now this is okay that you are a magnet for both of the energies and you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do, like walk on the righteous path and stuff. कि now that I am walking on the righteous path, like whatever I have chosen, the good things, the morals, the values, ऐसे क्यों होता है कि सब कुछ flip हो जाता है and then you're still asked to choose between the two things. And then कभी कभी ऐसे हो जाता है कि no matter how good of a person you are, you just want to be the evil one. Like, why is this overpowering the right path? And ऐसे क्यों होता है कि the negative effect is more than the positive? Because see, ऐसे like I said कि जब पहले भगवान में मान नहीं रहे थे, ये सब चीज़ों में मान नहीं रहे थे, तब लाइफ ठीक-ठाक लग ही रही थी। बट अभी इतना ज़्यादा इट्स लाइक so much of a burden and pain, like you cannot tolerate it on all levels. Like every day, how are you supposed to wake up and choose the righteous path? Like how are you supposed to make decisions when some days it feels like so ducked up in your head that you cannot just choose कि what's right and what was wrong. तो कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि छोड़ दो यार, साहब होप भी रखना चाहिए, नहीं रखना चाहिए. Like how are you supposed to deal with everything in general?
So I would think of it to keep it very simple and not get too complicated, because we have to be talking about it in a generic sense. I
Mm-hmm.
would think of it as a test,
Okay.
a test of my own character, a test of who I am as a person. Am I going to be the one who is going to be tempted by my negative thoughts to
Mm-hmm.
do harm on others, or am I going to be the person who will choose a better path, who will choose the path of forgiveness, who will choose the path of letting go, who will choose the path of staying on the right track and
Mm-hmm.
doing things that are going to be beneficial to not just to me but to the people around me in the long term, right? Because it feels good to the flesh to kind of get back at someone.
Yeah.
It feels really good, right? For example, if somebody's arguing with you, right? Just the other day that I was buying something out there. I was doing something, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
shopkeeper was very rude to me,
Mm-hmm.
obviously because they are frustrated, right? They're
Yeah.
dealing with hundreds of people every day.
Yeah.
So it I could have gotten back at him, but then I knew कि मुझे कल को जाके उठ के फिर से यहाँ पे आना ही पड़ेगा, because this is like very near to me.
Yeah.
So it would have felt very good in the flesh to get back
Correct.
at him, in that moment.
Mhm.
I would have felt very satisfied in that moment. But after a while, I would have gone back and I would have thought, यार क्यों बोला मैंने?
Mhm.
Could have just let go, right?
Correct.
So this is everything that you see is a test. It's a test of your character. It's a test of who you are as a person. It's a test of whether or not you will give in to the negativity, right? Now, I'm not saying that that you should take injustice face down. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying that you simply choose the path that is better for you and the people that you care about in the long term. If you think that there is some sort of an injustice that is happening to me, obviously I'd say raise your voice against it.
Correct.
But if you are kind of crossing someone on the street and he just cut you off or she just cut you off, something happened, right? It's a
Mhm.
momentary occurrence, just let it go.
Yeah.
If somebody did you something, if somebody did you some wrong, right?
Yeah.
But then you moved on, there is nothing to be gained, especially by getting back at that person. You may feel good in the flesh in that moment, but then when you kind of come back and you think about it, you will feel, yaar maine kyun bola usko, why did I do that? I could have just let go. And that happens because you innately are a good person. That's why you are even having that feeling of regret,
Correct. Very true.
right?
जिसको कुछ
So
फील ही नहीं होता है, like the person who doesn't even
yes.
feel like he's hurting somebody or he's doing good to somebody, why would that person even sit and spend like a minute to think upon the fact that उसने ऐसे किया है नहीं किया है? Like
Yes.
similar, she's asking the same thing that I am facing. Like helping others does make you feel good, but why is that the people don't reciprocate the same? See, I have and will always be good to others at this point, but I really don't understand why hurt me
So
so bad.
So I would kind of say the same thing. You do what you feel is right, and you do what aligns with your value system. There have been a lot of people who came into my life,
Mm-hmm.
who have used me, whom I have helped. um, they don't even call me today.
Correct.
They don't call back. They don't check up on me.
Correct. सबके
So
लाइफ
that's
में है
fine.
कुछ. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine, because um, because that's not who I am. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the kind of person who is expecting something in return.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing something because of two things. One is I believe morally that it is right to help those in need, and secondly, I look at it from a spiritual perspective and see that okay, I have been made capable enough by the Almighty that
To
I am able to help someone,
correct.
right? So that is the question. Those are the two questions that you should ask. Is this morally correct? Yes, it is morally correct to help someone.
Mm-hmm.
It is also an aspect of you being able to help someone that is good, right? So so don't expect anything in return. This is what the OG Lord Krishna has also said. You are only responsible, or you are only entitled to your own karma. You are not entitled to the fruits of your own deeds. You are entitled to nothing.
So it's
So
like,
that's the
yeah. So it's like you're saying ki the two things that you mentioned, I thoroughly agree with it. But don't you feel like sometimes when life hits you so bad and you're like alone at this abyss life ke baad I'll be alone and I'll be in my bed thinking upon everything. So there is this phase when you're alone at some point of time and then you feel like, ki isn't it like कि तुम खुद ही सबके लिए अच्छे बनते जा रहे हो, कर रहे हो सबके लिए सब कुछ, बट सामने से उतना नहीं आ रहा है. Then there will be like 10 days where you feel like you see, I don't know. Even if I'm following the two rules that you have mentioned recently, it's like मैं 10 दिन ऐसे रह लूंगी. But then there will be the 11th day where it will hit me like anything and I'll be like मुझे नहीं देना. तो कभी-कभी ऐसे हो जाता है कि like the one thing you mentioned, even the this Maharaj, like Premanand Maharaj has said this कि भगवान ने आपको चुना है किसी को खुशी देने के लिए या जो भी चीज आप दे रहे हो, तो imagine what kind of person you are. So yeah, that really does feel good, but then there will be the 11th day in your life where you will be like burnt out completely and you don't want to be, uh
so so you rest.
uh,
It is not humanly possible
yeah,
for you to be,
every
uh,
day.
you know
Yeah.
yes, you rest, you
Mhm.
disconnect from the world. That is totally fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But your thought process should not be that, um, that I will get back at someone.
But then you're saying ki rest up and then be the same person
You-
and do the same thing
yes,
that you have been doing.
you keep fighting the good fight,
Okay.
because of what I said in the earlier live streams.
Yeah.
There are already too many bad things happening out there.
Correct.
If the good people just do nothing, if they don't help, those in need,
Mm-hmm.
then we are all headed for, mutually assured destruction.
Correct.
There have to be people who have to do better, who have to be better than the others, who have to think that okay, this is my life. What kind of actions, or what kind of deeds, what kind of a legacy do I want to leave behind,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? So this is what I think about it. And quite honestly, I think when I'm touching upon the point of legacy, most people think it's only in terms of biological things, like
Okay.
okay, you leave behind a family who carry your legacy. But I don't think of it in those terms. I
Correct.
think that charity, doing good for other people, making sure
Contributing
that
to, yeah. Yeah.
yes, making sure that you did your best is also part of your legacy. So that's one thing. But yeah, that's all I can say about this, right? I mean, there's no need for you to, it certainly will feel good in the flesh to get back
Mhm.
at someone, but then again, in the long run, you will regret it.
Correct. Very true. So I think
That's
you
that's
have
how it
answered
is.
much of the things that I am dealing. I think Simran is also. But yeah, it does make sense. And sometimes you just need somebody to push you off. I always say this. Push you and remind you things that you already know. I think I don't know. I don't
So
know.
so
Are you really a positive?
I had three friends, right?
Mhm.
No, we were three friends. So we went to school together. We did our graduations together. But when it came, but when things got real and we had to make a decision of where we want to complete our postgrads,
Hmm.
they did not even tell me. They went up straight ahead and got themselves they went and started their postgrads in Mumbai.
It
When
happened with
everything
me as
was when everything was said and done, right?
well. Hmm.
They told me after they were already there.
Yeah, happened
Ki,
with me as well.
you know, yeah, we are in Mumbai, bro, and now you think about what you want to do, right? So
No, you were
I
at
came to
least
Pune.
you were at least being told. मेरे साथ तो ऐसे हो गया कि वो बंदी निकल भी गई, जॉब भी करने लग गई, and I was like साथ में करेंगे, still at home. And then she never bothered to even say this or talk upon that topic. And I was like, how stupid was I कि मैंने इसको अपना समझा. Been there a lot of times, done that, but
Yes. And I have helped them. Even today, I am cordial with them whenever I meet them. It's not like I'm going to hold a grudge or anything. That's not the kind of person that I
but
am.
don't you
Life is too.
sometimes feel like you're interrupting somebody's karma by being too gentle, sweet, and being available and generous?
No, in that regard, I am being very selfish. I am only thinking about myself.
How are you?
That whether or not that whether or not I am being a good person right now.
But then ऐसे नहीं होता कि यार हम लाइफ टाइम अच्छे बनते रह जाते हैं और लोग दे रिप ऑफ ऑल द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ अस.
See, um, ye, there is an element of uh, how should I say, some sort of a predestiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do believe that you will feel you will feel that there is this person who is doing so many things that are wrong, but he's still reaping so many benefits from the
Yes,
world. He's
exactly.
rich.
होता
He's
है,
rich.
देखा है,
He's
सबके
rich.
साथ होता है.
He's loved. He's admired. He's protected.
True,
He has a lot of authority and things like that, right?
true, true.
So these things you cannot explain
Why?
because yes, because there's a concept of predestiny that I believe in, because every person who is currently on this world right now
Hmm.
has some level of predestiny attached to them. So no matter what they do, right,
Hmm.
they will in this world be very successful, right,
Okay.
even though they are doing bad things.
But why?
Because I don't know if you believe in the yes, I don't know if you believe in the concept of karma of the past life,
I
but I
do,
do.
I do.
Yes. So they did something in their past life that contributed so much, you know, to their karma, that today, in order to reap the benefits of what they did in their past life, they have been put in a situation that they will be enjoying the benefits of it.
So let me
And
ask you one thing here and here, right here. तो ऐसा क्यों है? You're saying कि they did something very good to,
mm,
तो फिर हमने किसका क्या बुरा किया होगा? और अगर किया भी होगा, उन लोगों ने पिछले जन्म में कुछ अच्छा किया होगा is what you're saying. The karma has been like far better off than us. तो why is it not कि अभी इस जन्म में they are doing the bad things but the karma is paying for them? तो हमने भी कहीं ना कहीं कुछ तो अच्छा किया होगा, but why is our karma
so
not paying that much?
yes, so that there is a difference. Um, so see, first of all, you will never be able to understand what you did or did not do in the past life.
Mm-hmm.
That has been done to protect you and yourself from going mad.
Okay.
Because let's say, for example, if somebody did something very horrible in their past lives
Mm-hmm.
and somehow they retained that knowledge in their next life,
Okay.
they'd go mad. They'd be like, you know I'm just going to go and jump off a cliff right now because I did something so horrible,
Okay.
right? So that's the reason why that is always kind of, you will never be able to figure it out. And in most cases it will not make any sense to you, why am I in a situation where everything that is bad is happening with me? right? Sometimes, more often than not, it is our feeling that we feel in those regard, like, okay, मेरे साथ सब कुछ बुरा हो रहा है, right? Nothing is going right. But then
Mm-hmm.
again, as I said in the last phase, in last stream also, this is a phase. You will be having a lot of phases in your life.
Okay.
One phase will be bad, another phase will be good, then it'll be bad, then it'll be good. But what you should be thinking about constantly is how I can improve upon myself by doing good, by what I am capable of. That's the only thing that should be your guiding principle. If you keep thinking about, okay, I did, so much good for others, but it's not being reciprocated back to me, you'll
Yeah.
be doing nothing but torturing yourself in the end, and that's what you are doing right now.
Correct.
So stop thinking about, you know uh, I did so many things for so many other people, but
Mm-hmm.
in the end, what did I get for it?
Yeah.
That's only going to invite more regret, and that's going to deter you from the path of, what you are supposed to be doing, which is to ultimately live a good life. Let the universe balance itself out. You are a very tiny fragment in the grand scheme of things. You are not going to be in a position to balance, anything in this life, right, other than your own actions.
Okay.
So if you are thinking about, इसका कुछ बुरा हो जाए, उसका कुछ
Hmm.
बुरा हो जाए क्योंकि
Hmm.
उसने मेरे साथ इतना बुरा किया, you will not be able to do that, because you will have to let the universe balance itself out in the end.
But then बहुत टाइम लेता है यूनिवर्स एंड आई
Yes,
बिलीव
see, it is going to be excruciating, it is going to be painful,
या
but then again, that's the kind of world that we live in. You cannot expect instant results, right? हम
But then,
मतलब, even
Param,
if I
don't you think that life is really unfair to some people and then it is really fair to some? So you're saying that that is the karma of the past janam and stuff,
yes.
but then does it really make sense? अगर ऐसे कुछ भी होता है तो ऐसे क्यों होता है कि देखो एक तरफ से ऐसे भी है कि एवरीथिंग इज रिटन बाय गॉड कृष्ण भगवान कृष्ण के हिसाब से मतलब एक पत्ता भी नहीं हिल सकता यूनिवर्स का एंड स्टफ ओके एंड देन द अदर थिंग लाइक अगर विनाशकारी विपरीत बुद्धि आती भी है हमें या कुछ बुरा करते हैं या कुछ बुरा सोचते हैं जो भी है तो ऐसे नहीं कह सकते क्या कि ये भी प्री डेस्टाइंड है लाइक भगवान ने लिख के रखा है एंड देन दैट इज हैपनिंग वी कैन नॉट क्लेम दैट मतलब कैसे लाइक दिस इज
No,
कंफ्यूज
no, it's not like that. You have been given free will.
ओके
You have been given free will to choose.
तो ऐसे क्यों बोला जाता है कि जो वही होता है जो भगवान चाहते हैं ऐसे क्यों बोलते हैं फिर
So in the end, you have to make sense of so again,
हम्म
the human mind is not capable enough to understand how the universe functions completely,
करेक्ट
and how things are working. So our elders had to make sense of the things that they were not able to explain.
करेक्ट
So that, what is the simplest way of doing that? The simplest way of doing that is कि जो होता है सब भगवान की मर्जी है,
ओके
right? So what is the simplest way of explaining everything that is either going very well or very bad, right?
ब्लेम इट
The
ऑन गॉड
simplest way of explaining is you put it off on some, god or something like that.
करेक्ट
So that is just a way of explaining things. The idea
सो दैट इज
that
नॉट
you no it I will say that you have been given free will.
ओके
What you choose to do is what is going to come back to you. If you choose to do good, good things will come back to you eventually. If you choose to do bad, bad things will come back to you eventually.
ट्रू
So if you see, right, I'll just give you an example. You take an example of so many of the ultra rich, right,
हम्म
whom you see.
हम्म
How many of those people are truly satisfied in their personal lives?
वी नेवर नो पर्सनल स्केल पे क्या चलता है वी नेवर नो
So I'm telling you, how many of those people, there are so many examples out there, right, of people who are matlab, not even going, to the ultra rich.
ओके
You will find out that the people who have so many material possessions,
ट्रू
they have so many worries, right? Because if a person has wealth, then he or she is worried about, okay, how am I going to maintain that wealth, how am I going to grow it, how
ट्रू
am I going to protect myself so that, nobody else can take it away from me.
ट्रू
They are lying on their silk beds and having sleepless nights.
True. My dad says this.
right? So this is again, us trying to make sense out of things that we are not supposed to,
Very
right?
true.
So that's why I said, like, let the universe kind of balance itself out.
Mm-hmm.
That um you are not supposed to be the one who is going to be able to make sense of everything. You are not going to be able to do that. If you try to do that, you will go mad,
True.
right? So that's how it is, right? So you should not be worrying about uh, you know इसका ये हो जाए उसका वो हो जाए. You should not be thinking about that. You should be thinking only about what you can do, and how you can make the best out of what you've been given. That's it.
Amazing, right? I mean, मेरे पास भी इतने जवाब नहीं थे. And also, like, can you tell me? Even I have this question. I have no clue. Simran has asked this. Ki, Param, you mentioned that being positive, you also attract negative, right? But for me, I always have been positive and never been sad or anything. But after my spiritual inclination, negativity increased.
So I'll go back to the same point. You become a magnet when you are spiritually inclined.
Mm,
You will see that more as you learn more about things of the world.
mm,
You will find that there are so many things that are inherently very wrong, that they don't make sense to you, right? For example, you see people are suffering,
mm,
right? They don't even have a roof over their heads. They don't have the clothes on their back.
mm,
So the more you learn, the more aware you become, the more you are going to attract a lot of things that you otherwise would not. So that's why I said that you have to be in a position where you have to keep your head straight. You have to
okay.
keep doing the things that are morally in alignment with your values. You have to keep doing the things that are good for you and for the people you love in the long run, and that are good for the society in general, right? Of course, मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि तुम पूरा burden उठाओ और सबका मतलब भला करते हो, ऐसा नहीं है. You
Mm,
keep doing the right things,
mm,
but also understand that the more you learn about the systems of the world, spirituality is again a system of the world, right? So the more you become aware, the more you are going to attract a lot of things towards you that otherwise would not be there, that you know that you otherwise be indifferent to. Just like children are indifferent to the world. They don't care about the conflicts of the world. They don't care about you know uh, rich and the poor. They
उनका
don't.
अंडरस्टैंडिंग ही
So
उतना नहीं होता है. Yeah.
yes, so that's how it is, right? Ignorance is bliss.
Very true. So the end part is you're gonna attract no matter what you are, who you are. The more
Yes,
you get towards the positive, the more negative wants to be like, involved. And you're supposed to just do the positive things and those were morally correct for you and the people you love in the world. So yeah, like you're gonna do what you wanna do, and this is gonna happen anyways. That is the answer to the question, right?
right.
I also like Nidhi has said this. Ki, let's not forget the occult allegations these ultra wealthy people have. The rumors of them worshipping the negative, they might hold some truth, is what I think.
So
Yeah, I mean the sacrificing shit, the Satan, the Illuminati club, like
so
all of these things. How true are these things?
yes, of course it is very true.
Mm,
And Satan worshipping and Satanism is not something that is very new.
mm,
Uh, so many of the developed countries in the world,
mm,
the people who call themselves, as citizens of the first world countries, so
mm,
called,
mm,
you would not believe the amount of satanic worship churches, or the people who actually worship, Satan and other demons are out there.
mm,
Um, so there's this whole world that is hidden beneath a veil of secrecy
mm,
that you will never be able to figure out, right? So these things are there. There are people who do Satan worshipping. There are people who do all of that stuff. But don't believe everything about sacrifices and all. Most of that is propaganda to kind of hype up and uh, you know add fuel to the fire, basically. Because today we live in a society where, um, no matter how secretive you are trying to be, some way or the other people are going to find out if you're doing something bad, right?
correct.
uh, yes, so even the ultra rich are not not completely isolated from the world. Everyone has a camera in their hand today. Everyone, is well aware that they are connected technologically to the rest of the world. So
True.
I would say that let's not believe too much in the dogma that is being spread out, but these things are real, that there is
And they do it.
worship, that there is satanic worship that is going on.
Yeah.
Now most of it, 99% of it, is being done for material possessions, right?
Yeah. Very
uh,
true.
so it is. So if you see, uh, the concerts of these, very accomplished personalities and things like that, right? So if you see the red lightings, the demonic masks,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
demonic attires, the music, the ambience, all of that is giving you implicit signals of what is being done, right? So it's there. That's not hidden knowledge or anything like that.
They
So it's
promoted
there.
it very openly. It's just that people have become much more aware right now. And even
Yes.
like this is something that they promoted, they propagated, they have to like, what do we say, like hype about it or create a hype, or you could say promote it in silent ways. I've also heard about the theories of this Coca-Cola and shit, like the Illuminati, the 666, the devil's number, the sea, everything. Even
um,
there are many wannabes in our Bollywood itself who wanna claim that they were, or they've been summoned by the Illuminati club and all. But I think it is more about the people who have much more of influence. They can easily whitewash and brainwash people
so so
to follow them blindly.
so
So it's like,
have you heard about Fanta Morte?
no.
So you know about, there's this religion in Mexico,
Okay.
right? There are people in Mexico who worship death. They
Okay.
call her the Saint Death.
Are you talking about something that is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not if I just want to put it up here. There's a series called The Queen of South that is on Netflix. I
Yes, of course.
am I talk are you telling the series?
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
I got it. I got it.
A- and the reason why they worship her is because there's this widely held belief
Hmm.
is that she accepts worship from everyone, that
Okay.
she does not judge. And the reason for that, and it also makes sense, right? Because eventually death comes to everyone.
Correct.
So she's not judgmental, and she's not, differentiating between
Bye.
anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
She is impartial to everyone. She is,
True.
the same for everybody.
True.
Eventually she will embrace us all, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's why they worship her, because she will accept worship from the good, she will
And
accept worship from the bad, she will accept worship from very good, she will accept worship from those people who are extremely bad, because she is not, partial or differential to anyone.
yeah,
So there's this whole, you know religion that actually believes, saint death. So there are those things out there in the world. They're definitely, there's things that do happen.
a lot of shit, right? I mean,
Yeah.
um, I was this thing. I told you I used to live in annex. Tub lockdown tha, and at night, like during the night times, I was like, I used to love watching horror movies and shit. I think that is available in Netflix or not, I don't know. It's some number, and it's some South ka movie, and I just randomly put it off. I'm not even kidding, Param. That voodoo doll and shit, i couldn't I couldn't sleep that night. वो ऐसी ही बनाया, like low budget film है, but it was so shitty scary. Like some things just don't make sense, and इतना भयानक था ना. I just remember one scene, and then I checked upon YouTube कि सच में ये हुआ था नहीं हुआ था, because they had this camera and they were recording. Bro, it's so scary. I'm not able to. It's something 2 + 2 5, something like that. I don't know. I forgot.
So I believe in those things, that there are people who have these abilities,
Hmm?
that they can cast, these kind of things upon somebody else. So it is very, very possible, very well possible. And um, it's not far fetched from reality. It is in fact very real, I would say.
But Param, what I'm saying here was it's not something human, and it's not even in, like, how do I explain it to you? वो movie देखने के बाद ऐसे पता चला कि it's not human thing, but it's something occult shit. But I don't know. I'm not able to put it
So
off. मुझे मिला ना,
yeah,
I'll let you know what I'm talking about. If you find
yeah,
time, please watch it off. Like, I don't know. It was so scary. Also, there's one movie पुणे में ही देखती थी मैं ये सब, ठीक है, रात के टाइम पे. I'm not even lying. I don't remember the name, but I remember a scene from it. In a room at the end of the movie, all these people, like hell lot of people, standing there, something very scary shit. And I slept off because मूवी खत्म हो गई, मैं सो गई. मैं रात के 3 बजे उठी हूँ. I was shivering. I was literally like I couldn't. Nothing would make sense to me. मैंने सारे लाइट्स ऑन कर दिए फिर भी मुझे डर लग रहा था बिकॉज वो दिमाग से जा नहीं रहा था. And when I
yeah.
searched upon the Google about that exact movie, they were literally promoting that evil shit. They were calling upon the evil name. They were giving him more power. And वो डायरेक्टर खुद उस चीज का, I think he's a member or he follows it, but it was so freaking scary. The end ka scene where all the souls gather in a room, the cross is turned like upside something. It was very. I don't want to remember, but I remember that night when I woke up at 3 and I was like crying. I couldn't sleep because the दिमाग से जा रहा नहीं, वो आज तक नहीं गया है मेरे. It was
So
some, yeah. Go ahead.
so I would say that it cannot happen on a level that you see in the movies, because there's always a level, an element of drama that is added there to obviously make it more appealing to the audience. In the real world, it does not affect you to the level that they show you in the movies. In the real world, the practical application of such things, the voodoo dolls and things like that,
Hmm.
they are very limited, right? um,
No, Param, I'm not saying it's a very simple movie. इतना कुछ था भी नहीं उसमें. But after I slept, I swear I experienced a very negative feeling in the room.
so
And I don't know.
yeah,
I'll let you know. I'll let you know these two movies
so
that I've watched, and I need to know your take upon it. If I'm saying, do you even feel? I'm not able to put it in words, but maybe you could.
yes, so I would say that human brain is very powerful at conjuring things.
Hmm.
um, at least it is. So so when you are dreaming, right, you
Yeah.
are dreaming about things that have never happened in your life,
Hmm.
right? That's why it is called as a dream.
Yeah.
So the human brain um, is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So if you feed any kind of information into it,
Yeah.
it is like an amplifying antenna that amplifies that information that you fed into it multiple times, right? Like by many factors of it, right?
True.
So if you felt something in your room,
Yeah. I
that
did.
you felt a negative energy or something like that,
I did.
you obviously you were not in an environment that was unsafe, but it was your own brain that was amplifying the experience that you had. And you would start feeling that, okay, there's somebody at my bedside who's watching me while I'm sleeping. so
No, no,
so
no, no. I mean,
yeah,
50%. Okay. I agree. But मुझे ना वो दिखाना है. Like I want to tell you, I want to let you know, and I want you to see it.
yeah. So I'd say that the thing that keeps me awake at night is not people. It's not some monsters invading, things like that. The things that actually keep me awake at night is what if there is a pandemic like COVID once again, but it has, like, let's say, 10% fatality rate.
Uh-huh.
So that is the thing that you should be worried about,
You're not afraid of
right?
ghosts and shit, like spirits and everything.
No, so how much is the possibility of that happening
Bro,
versus something
you
like
never know.
versus something like
You
this?
never know. You never know. You
So
never.
so so let me ask you this, right? So what happened during COVID?
Hmm.
We have no idea of how much information was actually suppressed,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
You will never know about it. But
Hmm.
the one thing you knew for true, right, is that there's some mysterious infection that is spreading from people to people.
Hmm.
There are on an average 2% of the people who are getting infected are succumbing to it,
Yeah.
right? On an
Yeah.
average, at least 2% of the people who are succumbing to it.
Hmm.
Just imagine if the fatality rate was around 10%.
Hmm.
Just imagine. Now that is something to be afraid of.
Again, that is true. But then, when things that you feel when you're alone and you experience it and you cannot express it, I think that is something that is bothering at levels on days when you're alone and in, like, at
So
places.
so I would say don't spend too much time in your head. Um, Generally, it is a sign of intellect. For people who spend too much time in their head is a sign of
Yeah.
high intellect.
True.
But again, as I said, everything comes at a price.
True.
People who are very highly intellectual, people like Nikola Tesla, for example, right? You would feel that there is some level of depression in their life
True. Very true. Very true. I believe.
because yes, because at the same time, so for example, I am a person who is very watchful of what he's eating, right?
Hmm.
And still I have so many health problems,
True.
right? But I am aware that what I'm eating should be very, that should be good for my health. But at
Hmm.
the same time, I know people जो दिन में 10 बार चाय पीते हैं, they are still healthier than me.
Very true.
So
अभी see, no, my nana, he's got cancer. Okay, liver का है. That man didn't even drink, didn't even smoke. हो गया. So there are things that you cannot explain, or there are things that don't make sense. But then I think there's more peace in not living inside your head.
yeah, Nidhi, I'll just turn off my camera for a bit and then I'll come back because she's getting scared. Um, okay, so uh, here's how I see it. Um, I like to keep things very simple in my life.
Hmm.
Um, I don't personally so movies and things like that, right?
Hmm.
I would whenever I'm watching a scary movie or something like that. First of all, I would consider it just as an entertainment,
Hmm.
and secondly, the realism aspect of it. As I said, the things that I feel are more. So there's this echo going on.
Yeah.
Uh, have you like there's this echo coming from your side, I believe.
No, I think on your side.
Just one sec, I'll plug in my
You wearing AirPods? Like headphones.
yeah, I'll plug in my earbuds now. Just give me one sec. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so um, movies and all is entertainment for the thing that scares me. Uh, you know, uh, uh, is things like COVID, right? I mean, obviously, that is more real. Like the possibility of that happening is far far greater.
I think Param, you were much better before, and then something happened, and now your voice is like coming from a lot of distance, and it's bursting a bit.
Is it better now?
I think whatever suits you, just go ahead.
Just one sec. Okay, how about now?
Better, softer.
Okay, so movies and all, I would say, whenever you are watching something, just have this thought in the back of your head that none of this is real, and this has been made specifically for my entertainment, and you won't be that scared. That's the mantra behind it, right? I mean,
Sure. I would love to like the two things I was talking about, and I would. So I was saying,
so
those
yeah,
fix your frequency.
No, I am alone in my room as always I have been.
कर डरा नहीं.
I'll switch between networks. Just give me 1 second.
Challenger is here. How come? How come? Amazing. It's been very long. Shagun, Challenger is here. Now you don't have to say Mahima whispers hello. हमसे बुला जरूरी है.
Is my audio better now?
Got time from Pakistani girls.
Yes. So that's all I had to share. If you have any other things that you would like to talk to me about, I'm more than happy to talk to.
The one that I would be turning on and like on most of the dual lives because you are full of knowledge. Even I would love to know more about it every time I get a chance to make a dual live with you. And it's amazing. Like some answers that I always longing to get from a lot of people, but नहीं मिल रहा था.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Um, now OS is saying my phone has been possessed. You know? No, no, I'm not. I'm not using any earphones, Nidhi. Oh, is that her birthday today?
No, no, no. वो तिथि के अनुसार है.
Acha, okay.
The sound is scary. So that these people would be thinking that something. अरे नहीं रे मेरा birthday 25th. Start off with this. I know it. Guys, I was not replying at all.
Okay. So I think people are getting a little bit spooked right now. I'll rejoin your live. Just 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Whatever works. ओवेस पे तो जिन भी सब कुछ like रूम में मेरे. Happy birthday according to Tithi. No, thank you guys. He's gone always. He'll be back. Well, thank you, thank you. Everybody who's wishing me. पर ऐसे ही होता है मेरे साथ महाशिवरात्रि के दिन बहुत सारे विशेस आ जाती है एंड देन 25th को कोई विश नहीं करता.
Oh, damn it! It's still broken.
It is it's still busting off. Oh, Shivam is here. God of card catching from in Pakistan experience interesting people. Happy Shivratri Devo New Year.
Yeah. Happy Shivratri.
Happy Shivratri everybody who's asking. तेरे तेरे बेटे का बर्थडे मेरे बर्थडे के दिन क्या बातें हुए. क्या क्लासमेट बनेगा रे तू. Who's fasting tomorrow? I mean today itself. Amazing. He left a lot of questions. Simran, you could just ask him, no? Or maybe type it off. I'll ask him on your behalf. No worry. उसको नहीं छोड़ेंगे अपन जब तक हमारे सारे you know questions answered up नहीं हो जाते. I'm not leaving him either. Seems like ages. How have you been? आप चले गए थे कहीं तो. वामन वामन किधर है? It would be a coincidence to see. Yeah. Shailendra, where have you been? Where are you lost? The water is poured. आज तो सिर्फ भगवान को औरतें भी नहीं छोड़ेगी, कोई नहीं छोड़ेगा. Is my voice like okay? Am I audible clearly? Is there some issue with the voice? Filipino, Filipino. Mala Jaban first, cool. Param, you're absolutely amazing. Even Simran was saying that we need you. Like, I think, yeah, I'm very sure that I'm adding you up on more lives, and we need more answers from you on behalf of Simran as well. Like, some questions are still not answered, but you are amazing. You're mind blowing. I love the quota of knowledge that you have. Amazingly, like, I'm so glad that I have you. Glory सी पीछे है, nobody do. Please add it. I'm not kidding. क्या बोल रहा है तू? डरा नहीं हो बस. It's not my birthday for real today. It's on 25th. Yes, but I'm added a lot. He was amazing. He was mind blowing. मेरे पीछे कोई नहीं है. वो बस क्या कर रहा है तू? You can hear there's nobody. Thank you for joining the stream, Param. Ginger water. Well, I personally loved having you on live. I really did enjoy it. And I'm very, very much, enlightened. And Patani, I just felt a kind of lot of positivity from you. So thank you. Suffering with cold. I had antibiotics taken up. There's a gin in my room. Shut up, yeah. हो गया अभी वो topic. Yes, Param, I'm looking forward to have you on lives. And you're supposed to answer what someone has to ask. I mean, that could help everybody. No, I think we're done with the live. We did stream for like बहुत हो गया यार. I have this always वो Tal Kursi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. वो कहाँ मिलता है like सच में उसका कुछ यूज है या नहीं? Dramatics. Yes, I stopped lifting. Not even heavy. I stopped even lifting the basic thing. Haven't been to gym lately. I don't know, यार. काफी नजर लग गई है. I don't know if you would believe me, Shivam, but yeah, thank you for checking up on me. And where are you lost though? You and Shailendra. To like the stream, guys, I think these are the usual ones that are up here. Yeah, it's a protection. But where are you lost, Shailendra? कहाँ गए थे आप? कहाँ थे आप? Session left me with a depression, still better than the monitor lizards running behind. Which is wrong. I think, guys, This is all for today. मुझे तो और 1 घंटा लगेगा सब कुछ प्रोसेस करने में, शांत होने में और फिर सोने में. Anyways, it was an amazing session or stream, I would say. Thank you, Param. Thank you so very much. And thank you, everybody, for staying up here. Happy Shivratri, guys, again. Ayatul Kursi is very powerful version of the Quran prediction from the evil and their diaries. कहाँ मिलता है बता दे कभी तो. Yes. Sweet of you, Shagun. Take care, guys. Have a great night. Yes, Simran, we are going to answer. I mean, you're going to ask something on my behalf as well, and Param is going to answer. You stopped coming and told me to come back eventually, but you didn't. And I had this trip coming up. He got sick and he was being. Same thing is happening with me, but. Okay, but I am regular now. I'm trying to cope up. And I want to see you guys every time I come up. तुम्हारे अलावा मेरा कोई है नहीं फिलहाल. She bless you now, maybe. Sugar dreams to you. Yeah, guys. Sugar dreams to everybody. Much love to you guys. May God and Lord Mahadeva bless you. And stay blessed. Bye bye. Good night. Sweet dreams. See you on Friday again. And bye bye, guys. I won't be able to sleep, but देखती हूँ यार कुछ ना कुछ करना तो पड़ेगा ना अभी. मतलब मैं डर वर नहीं गई हूँ. I will be able to sleep. And I have to go tomorrow to meet my Nana ji. So I have to wake up. Bye bye, guys. Thank you for coming up today and showing off. Okay. Bye bye. Good night, everybody. Om Namo Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Zarur, Zarur. Even I wish, but he's not doing well, like really well. देखते हैं अभी जाके. The cancer has gotten into his bones, is what my dad was saying. देखते हैं अभी. Pour the water on him, but don't throw the load. Okay. Sweet. Bye bye.